Woo! Y'all ready for this? Y'all don't know. You know nothing about the Disco Inferno. Oh yeah, baby. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Burn, baby, burn. Woo! Gotta feel it, people. Gotta feel it. Gotta feel the joy. Woo! It's a gift. It's a gift by God, baby. It's a gift by God. You gotta feel it. Oh. Oh. You got to sing it. Say burn, baby, burn. Baby, burn. Disco Inferno. Alright, that's enough of that. Alright? Good stuff, good stuff. The Disco Inferno, everyone. Disco Inferno. Well, hey, listen, everybody, I got a rare opportunity today. I got a rare opportunity because it is 8:30 on a Tuesday, and I actually get to kind of almost have a quasi half a day off. So I wanted to reach out. It's been a while since I posted up a podcast and for Passive Apocalypse, and it's been a while, and a lot of things have been going on, and things have been changing, and so here we are. So it's a rare opportunity that I wanted to reach out and get something out here. Instead of sitting on my butt watching TV, just being a slug, I want to take advantage of my time and my opportunities that I have to do something positive and to go in the right direction. I don't want to waste time. Okay, I don't want to waste time with all that. So, one of the things that came up, I was thinking about, and I actually, if you don't know me, what I also have is I have a mini tape recorder. So I have a mini tape recorder, and a lot of times I'll come up with these topics that I want to discuss and talk about with everyone, and I'll be driving or whatever it is. I get the tape recorder in my truck, and all of a sudden I'll just get these thoughts and ideas, and I just hit record on the recorder, and and it's pretty good. It helps me out, and it keeps so I don't lose topics, good discussion points, things that we could talk about and discuss. But one of the things that came up a couple of days ago, and I would call it living 9 to 5. All right, we'll call it living 9 to 5. We, as a population of people, the majority of us live a 9 to 5 life. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about getting up and having to take care of kids. I'm not talking about giving, driving kids around. I'm talking the things that we're actually putting, in a direction that our passions and our goals, and the things that we're trying to achieve and the things we're trying to do get put on the back burner, and they don't get looked at, okay, because of life and life's demands. You heard me say that. So I call it living a 9 to 5 life. So, if part of what's happening here is that we're living, we get up, we have a routine, we have to go to work, we have to go to school, we have to do these things, and unfortunately what ends up happening is people are done with their day and they're tired, all right, and they're not giving any time to moving towards something, their goals and their passions and the things they want to do, and so that goes by the wayside, all right, so that goes away. And then what ends up happening over time, it just ends up becoming, an afterthought. All right, and then once it becomes an afterthought, you're always going to have that. Look at one of my videos on DRT Baseball, okay, on YouTube channel, DRT Baseball, Coach D. You're going to have the shoulda, woulda, couldas, man. If every day was Christmas morning attitude. I used to be, and right there, side by side with that is resentment, okay? So, the 9 to 5 attitude, unfortunately, does not get you anything, guys. The 9 to 5 attitude doesn't get you anything, and you have to put in more time. And yeah, I get it, man. We're tired. People are tired. People are not only working 9 to 5, but the way things are and the way society has made it now. It's people are working 12, 13 hours. 12, 13 hours and just to exist. All right, just to exist, and the only thing they're getting out of that is to basically pay their bills, have a couple cars, go on a vacation once a year, and that's all it is. It's very hard to get ahead nowadays, and it's expensive and things are hard. So where I'm going with this is that people who have the mindset, or how do I say it, the lack of motivation, and they just want to do the 9 to 5 and come home and park their ass on the couch and do nothing except watch TV and binge watch whatever it is. So the guys, you're never gonna get anything, and it's getting harder and harder. And once again, you heard me say the reason why I go down this road is because this is what people are seeing. Okay, the young kids in your life, the people in your life, this is what you're promoting down to them. Okay, so all right, let's go into this a little bit deeper here. Okay, so I myself come from an Italian Irish background. Okay, now I remember very vividly how guys and ladies and guys, but predominantly when I was younger, it was mostly the men. They would go out and they would work, okay? And they would go out and they would work 12, 13, 14, 15 hours a day, okay? They had a goal, they had a passion, they wanted to achieve something, right? And they were working for it. Now, with that being said, most of these guys, had wives and mothers at home that were holding down the homestead, which was, a job within itself, okay? But people were working, all right, these, 16-hour days to achieve something, okay? And a lot of these people ended up doing pretty well. They used their brain, they made smart decisions, and then they, a lot of them went into, establishing and creating some sort of business on their own, and things like that. So that's what they were working for. They wanted to have security in their life, of being financially secure and things of that nature, and to take care of their family, and not have to worry about financial obligations and things like that. So that's what they were working for. But it wasn't 9 to 5, guys. It wasn't 9 to 5, and it wasn't waking up in the morning, going to work, coming home, and sitting on the couch. They were out there busting their ass. Okay, they were out there busting their ass. Now here we go. Now here we're going to get into something here. So in my opinion, I've seen a change in the philosophy of the work ethic. So, we had a lot of these, the generation of people who would go out and work these, 16-hour days to create and establish a life for themselves. And what do we want? What do we want to do? We want to give our kids and the people in our life a life better than what we had, right? So we're trying to establish this. But what we're doing, what we did, was we pushed. You guys got to go to college. You got to get a professional job. You basically got to be a white-collar job, white-collar tie, a professional, okay? So we started pushing everybody into the college scene, which, that's fine. That's perfect. That's what, people need to do. But what we ended up losing along the way with that, we ended up changing our work ethic, because they got into these environments of how do I say, a lot of them got into a soft living. Okay, they were sitting in a nice cushy office. They were doing the office thing, the spreadsheets or whatever you want to call it, and they ended up losing the fabric of what made them then. All right, their family, that that work ethic, that person, that mentor, that role model that was out there busting their butt, trying to give them a life. We pushed them into that direction, and what ended up happening? They became, how do I say, 9-to-5ers. Okay, they became 9-to-5ers, and that was fine for a while. That was fine for a while, but the issue being is now it's not. Now it's not fine. The 9-to-5 attitude and the 9-to-5 behavior doesn't give you anything. You will never achieve anything. You will never amount to anything except working for somebody else, okay? Working for somebody else, then making all the money, and you know something, maybe once in a while you have a hamburger, okay? That's what you got. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. But once again, what I'm saying is that this is what we're promoting down in our family values. Okay? This is what we're passing on. This is the passive apocalypse. Okay? This is the passive apocalypse. Because we don't have, the people coming up behind us don't have that work ethic anymore. They don't know that if you want to achieve something, or you want to, you have a passion and a dream or whatever it may be, or you want to establish something, your definition of greatness, of whatever that may be, that you got to put in way more than 9-to-5. It has got to be something that resonates in your soul. All right, and we're not teaching that, and we're not promoting that, and it stems from we've become way too soft. We were afraid to take chances. We rather sit back where it's nice and warm, and and this is what you end up with. You end up with a whole population of people that are just okay being mediocre, and that's a problem. That's a problem in society, because we have very few people that know and understand that the 9-to-5 attitude and the 9-to-5 life does not accomplish anything. Maybe it did a little bit back in the past, 20, 30, 40 years ago, but nowadays it doesn't amount to anything. And fortunately, some people were able to find a little, rainbow, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, and fall upon a couple things and make some smart investments and establish themselves financially, where they don't have to worry about, working so hard just to put food on the table. But there's not too many people out there like that, guys. It's just not. And, so what do we do here? What do we do? How do we break out of this 9-to-5 mindset, this 9-to-5 life? How do we do that? First and foremost is, you got to establish certain traits and certain things in your life that are going to promote that kind of lifestyle. All right? Yeah, it's going to be a change. It's going to be a change for you. It's going to be a change for the people in your life. It's going to be a change for everything. But there's a couple things that need to happen. One is you need to identify what your goal is. All right? What is your goal? If your goal is to start a company, all right, you got to have this clearly defined. Look at my other videos. Go on YouTube, DRT Baseball Coach D. You got to have a clear